You know, I want to sit here and be positive. I want to sit here and talk about all the great things Sony's doing. And don't get me wrong, Sony is doing good stuff. The Twisted Metal TV show was actually surprisingly good. The Gran Turismo movie, while not the most revolutionary movie ever made, was also still pretty dang good. I could sit here and talk about PlayStation VR 2 and how this has actually been a good, foray into VR, how people who have used it have said it's actually good, and some of the games on it are fun as hell. I can sit here and talk about my excitement for Spider-Man 2 and how I just absolutely am ecstatic for this game. Like, it's my most anticipated game probably ever, next to The Last of Us Part 2, which that happened. I can sit here and talk about all the, the positive stuff that PlayStation's done, but I'm not going to. And the reason for it is very simply Sony is starting to really show their arrogant side. Back in during the early days of the PS3, they thought they were the absolute peak of gaming. So they started, doing whatever they wanted, and the people had to just kind of accept it. That's what they thought. But obviously, with the 360 being the wild success it was, the PS3, Sony had to be humbled. They had to learn, hey, maybe we need to put games first before we put all this schemy shit in. So this is the part of Sony that's starting to show. And I really do think Jim Ryan is really starting to show how out of touch he really is with the PlayStation consumers. We now have a PlayStation controller that is essentially a glorified controller. That's what it is. That's what the PlayStation Portable is. It's a glorified controller that has almost no functionality if you don't have a PS5. What's the purpose of this thing? We also have a DualSense Edge that's one of the most expensive controllers on the market, and it's weirdly enough almost the same price as the PlayStation Portal. We also have millions of different types of controllers coming out, and accessories and all that stuff. And don't get me wrong, I like accessories. I like to accessorize and all that stuff. But Sony, what the hell is going on? Why are you putting out more accessories than you are games this year? Like, that's the part that baffles me. It's like, this year has been surprisingly dry for PlayStation. If you don't include the VR2 stuff, which I know some people will say, well, that's not being fair, but VR2 is kind of like its own separate thing. It's not a PS5 game, it's a VR2 game. So if you were to not include VR2, we literally have had maybe, 2-3 games this year? That's if we're lucky. And if we don't count PC ports, I actually think it's lesser than that. And I know that, there was this whole thing about the PlayStation Showcase, how supposedly they were actually going to show more games, but they decided not to. I call bullshit on that, okay? Like, that literally sounds like some damage control bullshit talk, okay? I can understand, yes, 100%. They definitely have stuff they could show us. But they weren't going to show us anything they weren't confident in that was going to come out in the foreseeable future. So the fact we didn't really see anything, and what we got was very little, should tell us right away that far as this immediate future for the rest of this year, Sony has no big plans. I don't even think there's going to be a state of play at this point, because, yeah, again, that's something we've been hearing rumors and rumors about. You know what? I haven't seen anything that hints that there'll be a state of play. We get more PlayStation blogs than we get events from Sony. It's ridiculous. I am tired of the quietness. I am tired of them just doing whatever the hell they want, and they expect us to just be okay with it. Now with PlayStation Plus, yearly subscriptions go up. And by the way, don't doubt for a second that monthly subscriptions will also go up. Because it's Sony, they will fucking absolutely try everything in their power to get more money out of people. It's just how fucking corporations work. But Sony is like the most weirdly transparent about it because they just don't give a shit anymore. This frustration is starting to really build up in me. Like, I'm not pissed at Sony. I'm not going to sit there and say I'm going to cancel my subscription to PlayStation Plus. I'm not going to sit here and, say I'm going to sell my PlayStation for Xbox, because I think that'd be stupid. I think, I put so much money into the ecosystem at this point. I'm kind of in for the long haul, and that's what sucks. It's like I'm in for the long haul. Kind of wish I wasn't. I kind of wish I did have an Xbox or a Nintendo Switch, and I had as much money as I have in the PlayStation invested into those consoles, because then I could actually have more fucking variety. Maybe I would be able to play Starfield. Maybe I'll be able to play Baldur's Gate. I don't know. Just this frustration I'm having with Sony, it's just coming from the arrogance. This arrogance that they know they're the top dog right now. They know they're absolutely in the #1 spot when it comes to the game industry. I know some people say like Nintendo Switch is the #1 console, and yes, numbers wise they are #1. But when we're talking like the big AAA space, Nintendo not really in that same space. You know what I mean? Like, you look at a Nintendo game, yeah, it looks good for a Nintendo game. But PlayStation is like the one that's like really pushing the consoles forward. It's the one that's pushing the graphics. It's the one that's pushing all the extra bells and whistles. And listen, I'll say this right now. I don't doubt for a second Spider-Man 2 will be a great game. It's a Insomniac. It's Spider-Man. I'm excited. I'm excited. And especially if one of these rumors I heard is potentially true. Because if I'm being honest, I heard a rumor that Gwen Stacy might be in the game. Now, is she going to be Spider-Gwen? I don't know. But I want to see Gwen Stacy in this shit. I want to see Spider-Man 3 with Gwen Stacy. That's what I want to see. But, it's just, I can't get mad at Sony forever, because they do make games I like. They make games I enjoy. But I also know that this type of game they do make is not for everyone. I also know they got a lot of live service games in the works. And again, just for whatever reason, we still have no information about the Last of Us factions. At this point, I said in a prior video, they either need to fucking cancel this thing or tell us about it now. Like, they need to tell us by the end of this damn year, or they just need to cancel it, period. The end. Because I'm tired of the waiting game. I'm tired of the waiting game on, ironically enough, this game. I'm sick of Sony acting timid and shy. They need to start acting like the fucking monster they are. Show us games. I don't even care at this point if it's even just a concept trailer. Just show us something. Don't let fucking Wolverine be the only game we know that's coming in the future. Show us something to get excited about, Sony. Show me something to get excited about. And for the love of God, stop nickel and diming your freaking players. It's ridiculous. Stop making so many fucking accessories. You know what you need to do is to take all this money that you're putting in your freaking accessories and put it into fucking games. You need to put some of the extra money also on top of the fucking PlayStation movies and TV shows. I want to see that PlayStation. I want to see that Sony, that confident Sony. Yeah, confident but humble. I want that PS3 Sony. I want that PS3 Sony. Be like, yeah, we got a lot of games coming out. We got a lot of stuff coming. You might be waiting a bit, but here, just give you a little taste of what's coming. And I get, people don't want to, be teased forever. That's what Xbox does really well. But I think if any company has earned I guess you would say the opportunity to tease us a little, is Sony. Because Sony has proven that they do make good games. I know that some people out there don't like their games, like I said before, but you can't deny the quality. You can't deny the level of, quality that goes into these games. But then again, quality is 100% subjective. Some people really like Mario Wonder. Good. I'm not a big fan of Mario Wonder. Some people hate The Last of Us Part 2. I liked it, but it's a whatever. I'm tired of this timidness. I'm tired of the quietness, and I'm tired of the arrogance. PlayStation, you need to do better. You need to listen to Kratos and Atreus. You need to do better. Enough of the fucking arrogance. Show us the PlayStation that you used to be. Show us the fucking behemoth you used to be. Instead of being this fucking just arrogant douchebag that walks in a room and thinks that he's going to instantly freaking own the industry. Here's a hard reality check. If Starfield lives up to the hype that it's set up, Spider-Man 2 will not be a Game of the Year nominee. You will get beat by Microsoft for the first time I can recall of. You might win Best Action Adventure Game, cool, but they're going to probably win Game of the Year. Who knows? It's up in the wind. Yeah, just the frustration. So, yeah, PlayStation, you need to do better. Simple as that. And I'm getting really fucking sick of it. I am getting really sick of the attitude that your shit don't stink. Because trust me, that shit sure as hell does stink. Until next time, guys, this is that PlayStation Gamer signing out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that YouTube other than BS. What do you think of Sony? Do you think they're doing good? Do you think they're doing bad? Do you think they're doing a middle job? Do you think they need to stop being such arrogant douches and actually just, you know, make the customers happy? Until next time, peace out.
Don't be sorry, Father. Be better.